High school sports has been and continues to be a valuable growth and learning experience for our student athletes and provides our community with a chance to fellowship together as we cheer and support our local teams. The sponsors you hear throughout these games have been invaluable to us through the years and make it possible for the Voice Sports Network to continue to bring these broadcasts. We all have a common goal, and that goal is to bring you coverage of our area high school athletic events. While we still encourage you to go to the games when possible, but when you can't, we are proud to be able to provide you with a live and then archived video broadcast of the event. We have a simple request for you. If you have a need for any of the products or services our sponsors provide, please give them consideration for your business. We have most things covered, from vehicles to vehicle repair, insurance, plumbing, roofing, and home repair, dental, chiropractic, and vision care, landscaping, banking, employment opportunities, retail locations, restaurants, bowling, and fitness centers, and so many others. If you've enjoyed our broadcasts, the next time you see one of these business owners or workers, tell them thank you for their partnership with WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome, Bluffton Tiger fans. We are live from Bluffton High School. Back-to-back home games. I tell you, doesn't get any better than this other than the weather out here right now, because the weather out here right now is miserable. But I guess we were due for a bad football night.
We were. We've had an awesome season weather-wise this year. And it's about, you're bound and determined to get some bad weather at some point in time.
And tonight we got it. It is cold and rainy, and we have brought the camera indoor. So we've got, we're looking through a window. The window's got some rain and drops rolling down it. We're still waiting for Marcus to show up. He's going to run the camera. And he is going to have squeegee duty. So every once in a while you may see Marcus out in front of the camera with a squeegee cleaning things off. But we'll do the best we can and get you as much of this broadcast as humanly possible. It is the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub in downtown Bluffton is your local source for Tex-Mex and American food and some of the best burgers in the area, located at 113 North Main in Bluffton. Billy Ann's Supper Pub. Just look for that big yellow sign with Tim Steffens' face on it.
Right,
then you know you found Billy Ann's. 5-5 Tigers taking on the 7-3 Central Noble Cougars. And let's talk about these Cougars a little bit. 7-3. They opened up against West Noble. They lost their opening game 32-14, and they ran off 6 wins in a row against North Miami, Fairfield, Prairie Heights, Fremont, Lakeland, Cherubusco. Then they lost to Eastside. That's a pretty good Eastside squad, 21-7. They fell to Garrett, 29-13. Beat up on Whitco, 56-8, which brings them to this game. And the one game here that's kind of interesting is this Lakeland game. A 49-14 win against Lakeland. And if you look at Lakeland, they faced Heritage last week and won that game 38-26. Now, that's a game we just got by.
We are going to be playing the Central Noble High School fight song.
So they took care of Lakeland handily, and Lakeland took care of Heritage handily. So draw whatever conclusions you want to draw from that. But that's what we've got tonight in the East Noble, or the Central Noble. Excuse me, I'm going to mess that up a couple times tonight. I just know it. The Central Noble Cougars. They're coached by Greg Moe. He's 9-11 in 2 years here at Central Noble. Of course, Coach Kunkel, 5-5 in his first year. Sagarin ratings, Central Noble comes in just a tick under 44. Bluffton, just a small margin under 39. Last outing, Central Noble took care of Whitco. And I was talking to some of the Central Noble guys. It was 28-0 at the end of the first quarter, and they took their starters out. Whitco's struggling a little bit. Bluffton knocked off Bremen 27-19. Strength of schedule looks like this. Central Noble's opponents 40-60. Bluffton's opponents 44-46. These teams have not met in the last 30 years.
I know the record then. It's 0-0.
Yeah, there you go. Now, did you look at the prediction?
I did.
You did? Okay, so we're going to throw it to Marcus,
awesome.
Since he hasn't looked at the prediction. What do you think the Sagarin prediction is? Now, let me give you some stats here.
Sagarin ratings.
Central Noble's Sagarin rating is 43.75. Okay, the Bluffton Sagarin rating is 38.98.
I think I'll have to go by the way we played last week, which we played very well last week.
This is the Sagarin prediction, not your
Sagarin prediction.
Not the Marcus prediction.
Let's go with 38-21.
Ooh. No, actually, Sagarin has us by 1
Really?
at 28-27. So looks like they're giving us about 5 points for home field advantage. And so Sagarin 28-27. Bluffton is the favorite. It's time for the national anthem. We cannot broadcast that, so we're going to break away, and we'll be right back.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Grable Insurance. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford to protect you from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. Visit online at grableinsurance.com.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Grable Insurance. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford to protect you from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. Visit online at grableinsurance.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Menser, Sim Kipfer, and Marcus Morgan on the camera in the press box today. He's probably pretty happy about that.
2 weeks in a row.
You're jacked, aren't you? Inside.
So honestly, Marcus, when you got the text from me saying, hey, you're going to be up top today, what were you thinking?
I was thinking dress warm. And then when I got the second text that said you'd be in the press box, I kind of layered down a bit.
All right, so now here's the bad news. The bad news is we've got a squeegee over there, and every so often we need the window squeegee down. Is that okay?
Sounds good. I can just put that on
and
my
I brought you some rain gear right there. That is yours to keep.
Mine to keep. Wow.
So because we don't want you to get wet out there.
Good.
All right. All right. So again, thank you for joining us. Hey, we've talked about this a couple weeks, and I want to reemphasize this that we were not sure we were going to be able to bring you these games due to a 400% increase in the fees from the IHSAA organization, and so we got some angel sponsors last week. It was Double D Home Improvement, Grable Insurance, and Remke Manufacturing. This week, Double D Home Improvement stepped up again to allow us to bring the Bluffton game. Sprunger and Sprunger Law, who is bringing an offense to Bluffton, has stepped up to do the Norwell game, and our New Haven game, Umi Restaurant, on Jefferson Boulevard, is our angel sponsor for the New Haven game. We'll talk about Umi's a little bit. Tercel Schwartz,
props to
the
Tercel
general manager over there.
up.
But we especially, again, want to thank Dave Brenneman and Double D Home Improvements. Back-to-back games, a double play by Double D Home Improvements.
Hopefully to make it a triple.
Yeah, he says he's in. He's all in for a triple play if we can pull that off tonight. So again, not possible without the support of Dave Brenneman and Double D Home Improvement, so we want to thank him for that. It's the 5-5 Bluffton Tigers taking on the 7-3 Central Noble Cougars. And again, you can kind of see the raindrops on our window as we're in the press box. And
we can see the edge of the storm off to the west.
All right, Marcus, scoot over to the right a little bit. We got a little bit of that window in there. There we go.
How's that?
All right, that looks good. Oh, our scoreboard camera moved again.
I didn't bump it this time. I promise.
Teams are coming out onto the field as I fix our scoreboard here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Superintendent Wayne Barker, Principal Steve Baker, Athletic Director Steve Thompson, Assistant Robert Van.
And we're just about ready for the coin toss.
would like to welcome the visitors from
Tigers, a very impressive win over the Bremen Lions last week.
Sectional football contest between the Central Noble Cougars.
Tigers got up early, fell behind early into the second half. But some great defensive stops and some offense coming up big in key spots. There's kind of a lot of big plays offensively, wasn't it, Marcus?
There was a lot of big plays offensively. It was an exciting game last week.
Tigers mixing it up offensively against a pretty good Bremen squad. Gave them a lot of different looks offensively, but the defense just time and time again came up with some big, big stops. And the Tigers scored late and win their opening sectional game.
Looks like West Noble has deferred.
Central Noble.
Central Noble. Man, you were calling them East. I'm calling them West. It's Central Noble. My apologies. They won the toss and deferred, so the Tigers will get the ball first.
All right, we're going to have to get a squeegee run out there.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Fellow fans, the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy the game. Also, please be advised that Bluffton High School is a smoke-free facility. Tonight's officials are
All right, Marcus out with the squeegee.
Bales, linesman, Randy Clevenger, back judge, Mike Rust, line judge. And
Maybe I should have taught him how to use the squeegee.
He may need a tutorial. Now I'm down 2 people.
I'm sorry, 97.
All right, we're working on it, folks. We got.
Back deep for the Tigers to receive is number 19, Jamonte McGarry.
Say, as hard as it's raining right now, it's going to be hard to keep that window clean.
All right, back just in time. And an onside kick is going to be fielded at the 35, so Noble comes out with a little trickery to open up the ball game, but the Tigers recover. And Bluffton will open up their offense
That kick was covered by number 12.
from their own.
Reed Winger. Tigers will take over first down and 10.
About the 36. Yeah, we're going to be squeegeing a lot. I got a feeling tonight.
Want me to go get our window?
Yeah, if you want, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Colton Moore starting at quarterback. Did he start last week?
He did start.
Okay.
Gavin got a few reps as well. So they're coming out with a 4-receiver set, triplets on the near side. Colton Moore is your starting quarterback. And quick handoff to Lockwood. Doesn't get much. Stout run defense by the Cougars. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down and 10. So no gain on the play.
On the 36-yard line.
And it may be a will of the lines tonight. Tigers had a lot of success running last week against Bremen. But the Cougars stand up Lockwood here on the first play of the game. Second down and 10. They'll put a man in motion. And trying to catch the corner, but good pursuit by the Cougars. Wow, they are moving quickly.
Yeah, they were right on that play. Was that Bumgartner coming around, I think, maybe?
Yeah, we got to get Marcus potted up here. Sorry about that,
There
Marcus.
you are.
You're fine.
What's his number?
A loss of 2. It's going to be third down and 12. And right now the Cougars showing that they are up to the test run-wise.
Brian Burgess, correction.
It's Breon.
Third down and 12. Moore's going to drop back. Pressure on, and he is going to be sacked, and the Cougars coming out strong on defense. Tigers fail to advance the football.
They brought the house on that one.
Big loss on the play. It'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
And it looks like early the rain's affecting the Tigers, and Central Noble isn't.
How is that field out there, Marcus? You've been out there.
Yes.
When it's wet, what does that do to the condition of that surface?
Yes, definitely. When it's wet, it does affect your grip of your cleats, and so dropping back as a quarterback or Brandon getting his footing as a running back could really hurt. So
boy, Hoffer just gets that off. It'll get a little bit of a favorable Bluffton bounce, but Tigers just lucky to get that off.
No kidding.
Great pressure being put on by Central Noble, and they are going to have great field position to open up their offensive set. So 1st and 10 Cougars, and we can confirm that the heater works.
No kidding.
Nick Allwine is your quarterback. And a handoff and about a 4-yard pickup.
Number 8 for Central Noble,
Braxton Dial on the carry.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
We'll give him 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Be 2nd down and 7 for Central Noble. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Let's back that up just a little bit, Marcus. That's good. 2nd down and 7. Wing left, back split. And dancing inside, gets into the secondary. He could be gone. Dial 10-5, touchdown Cougars. Strike quickly.
Dial on the carry for Central Noble, good for 43 yards and a Central Noble touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. The Central Noble defense stands up the Tigers, and the offense puts up a quick 6.
And just 2 plays look like just a dive right up the middle.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. And they've got a couple female kickers. This is Manicky.
Yeah.
And the early reports, they were dead eyes. But
block.
the Tigers will block it. And at 9:09 on the clock, Cougars strike early. Up 6-0 over the Tigers.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back. Looks like the Cougars, that's going to be their standard kickoff, kind of a squib kick. Kaiser will recover.
Tigers will take over 1st
and 10. Tigers
35-yard line.
will start at the 35. Last time they started at the 36 and went backwards. See what they can do here on the second set of the night.
And I think it's important that the Tigers really get down and recover the ball in the squib kick because the field is wet. And
that's right. Now, don't try to do anything funny.
Yep.
Triplets on the near side, and Moore's going to pull it down and keep it himself, trying to foul his blockers, but not much there. The Cougars looking very strong, and boy, it's getting a little chippy already out there.
77 for Central Noble, Jesse Sade.
And Colton's going to come up a little bit frustrated. Gavin King will check in. So, Marcus, what do you think this hurts the most kind of in this weather? Is it the running game because of the turf or the passing game because of the rain coming down?
Well, I think you'll see us keep it on the ground a lot. The Tigers keep it on the ground a lot tonight. Really, I think you'll see them put it in the air with the grip of the football and the turf being wet. So, yeah, I think you'll see a lot of read option by the quarterback and giving it to Lockwood. So
King keeps that one.
for Central Noble.
Little to no gain again, and it's 3rd down and 8.
For the Tigers, ball on the 37-yard
Right
line.
now, the Tiger offensive line, there has not been a lot of games this year that we've seen the offensive line really dominated by another defensive line, even when we look at some of the tougher scores that we faced.
And they're getting dominated right now.
Just looks like the energy isn't there right now.
3rd down and 8. King in the shotgun, empty backfield. 5 receiver set, pressure on, ball pops loose, and the Tigers will recover. But they brought the house again, same thing they did in the last set.
That fumble was recovered by the Tigers, number 52, Jaden Stepp.
This time the ball pops out. Tigers lucky to get it back, and Brett Huffer is going to be asked to kick the ball away again.
And right now, Scott and Sam, I can't tell if the pressure's coming off the edge there, but there's definitely pressure. So.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming right up the middle.
Really?
It's coming from the inside linebackers is what it looks like.
Back deep for Central Noble, number 2, Jacob Ross.
Maybe we should keep a running back in the back whenever we pass it.
And they will get it into Central Noble territory. They'll be down about the 48. Call it the 47. And right now, really, both lines, offensive and defensive line, edge strongly to the Cougars.
Yes.
And again, there's not a lot of games in the schedule that we can look at for direct comparison, but look at that Lakeland game. That's kind of the one game that might tell you a little bit of story about these Cougars. And they'll pitch out on the far side. He's got blockers in front of him, turns the corner, finds a little bit of room, still on his feet, and close to first down yardage. Extra effort's going to get it.
Burgess on the carry for Central Noble.
And Burgess, with a nice looking run, will move the sticks for the Cougars.
Gain of almost 12 yards on the play.
He was very patient in that run and following his
He was.
So.
He was very disciplined.
I mean, the Tigers strung it out well. It's just that, he had enough blockers there that he could keep following.
So 1st and 10, Central Noble. Up by a touchdown. And handoff again, and Tigers are going to, he'll break a tackle in the backfield, finds the corner, and may move the sticks again. So Burgess with a couple of nice runs.
Run out of bounds by number 28, Adam Bumgarner for the Tigers.
That's a tackle that has to be made in the backfield.
The Tigers can't get complacent in this game. They win their first sectional game. This has to, they have to be looking get another win here tonight, and it's going to have to start early because the rain is going to play a part in this game. So.
Back split, wing right. And Burgess again on the carry, and he's going to pick up another 7 yards. And boy, right now it's looking pretty easy for the Cougars to move the football.
Tigers number 57, Levi Boots. Bring up 2nd down and 4 for
And we talked about last week, Scott, a lot of our defensive linemen play offensive linemen as well. So I think size-wise up front, it's in Central Noble's favor. So they're going to have to buck up and find it within and fire and fire and be competitive in this game.
Well, that carry is going to get them close to a first down, maybe just a. And they may check it here.
Yeah, I think they're going to measure.
All right, Marcus. Let's.
My camera skills here.
And they will stretch the chains and check it. And he gets the first down.
For $3 down in the concession stand tonight. Please stop by.
Cougars move the sticks again. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 17. 5:41 to go in the first quarter. And 1st and 10, and ball's on the ground, picked up by Allwine.
Fumble on the play by the quarterback, number 3, Nick Allwine.
A host of Tigers were in there to make sure he got on it.
Levi Boots there to
Brings up second down and
contain
15
all
for
line.
Central Noble.
He'll lose 5, second down and 15.
That just shows how slick the ball is on the snap. So
Second and 15. Burgess picking his way through the defense and close to another Cougar first down.
For Central Noble up close to the first down. Tackle on the play by number 4 for the Tigers.
Right now, the Tigers' defensive line does not have an answer for this Cougar running attack. Third and short from the 9. Burgess again, dancing, picking his way through. It's going to be first and goal Cougars. And again, he just does a really nice job following his blockers. Patient, not overrunning the play.
Yeah, he's a very patient running back. You're right. He just follows his way through and dances through.
So first and goal from the 3. So 4 shots for 3 yards. Cougars trying to take a 2-score lead. And not going to get it this time. Braxton Dial stops short. No gain. It's going to be second and goal from the 3.
Bring up second down and goal for Central Noble.
Going with, I think, Double D Home Improvement. They are our scoreboard sponsor, our angel sponsor, allowing us to bring you this game. You see Dave? Make sure you let him know that you appreciate his support.
Yes, very much so.
Second and goal, Burgess walks right in, touchdown Cougars.
Burgess on the carry for Central Noble results in 4-yard gain and a touchdown.
I'm not sure he was even touched.
It didn't look like it.
I think this possession, he hasn't been on the ground much. So.
And quickly, 12-0 Cougars.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yep, looks like they're staying out on the field. You're right, son.
And boy, body language right now, guys, does not look good out there.
Yes.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fire on the Tiger sideline.
I'm not even sure I see it from the coaches.
Well, I know Coach looks pretty fired up there on the sideline right now. They will go for 2. This is one of the slowest developing plays.
Oh, yeah, they haven't even started the play clock yet. So.
All right, here we go. They'll go for 2. Back split, wing right. And pitch out to Burgess. Cuts inside and right into the end zone. Hardly touched again. 2-point conversion is good. And at 3:41, the Double D Home Improvement scoreboard reads Central Noble 14, Tigers nothing. We'll take a break.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Double D Home Improvement. If you're thinking about a home improvement project, call Dave Brenneman at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593.
The Bluffton Bowling Center invites you in for some bowling fun. With 22 lanes, it's big enough for leagues and groups of all ages. Host your next birthday party or corporate event at the Bluffton Bowling Center. On Fridays, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Only $1 per game and 50 cents for shoes. Or bring the family for family fun time. 1 hour of bowling, 1 large pizza, 4 drinks, and shoe rental for only $25 per lane. There's always something to do at the Bluffton Bowling Center, located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com for info on all of their leagues. That's bowlbluffton.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Third kickoff for the Cougars already. 3:41 to go in the first, and all first 2 have been squib kicks. Let's see if they opt to do that again. And it is. A little high bounce, and Tigers will drop on it at the 20. It's been fairly effective, I'll give it that.
it's kept the ball out of the dangerous Tiger returners. So.
And did you say, Scott, all their kickers were females? So
They've got 2 female kickers. Yeah.
It's amazing. It was a
Yeah,
nice leg there.
one kicks the extra points and one does the kickoffs. So.
Well, Tigers on offense again. I do not think they've netted positive yardage collectively yet. And Moore's going to roll right, and it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Colton Moore back behind center now.
Colton Moore's pass intended for Adam Bumgarner is incomplete.
Well, I definitely like that play there. It's just Central Noble sniffed it out, and they were there for it.
Yeah, we've got to loosen up that, those front 7 or 8.
Agree.
They're just keying on the run right now.
They do have some big guys in there.
Yes, they do.
Number 77, Jesse Sade, 6'3", 245, is a pretty imposing guy. And nowhere to run again.
Lockwood got hit as soon as he had the ball.
3 on the play.
And Tigers going backwards again.
Tackle on that play by Central Nobles, number 62, Levi Leffers. Brings up 3rd down and 14.
So 3rd and 14. The last 2 third downs, Central Noble brought the house. One resulted in a sack. The other resulted into a fumble that Tigers recovered. Empty backfield again. And here they come again, and Tigers trying to set up a little screen. Not a bad call. But the pass off the mark, and it's going to be 4th down, another 3 and out for the Tigers. And right now, I got to think the Tigers' offensive net yardage is about, I don't know, minus 15.
Wow. Number 2, Jacob Ross. And to kick for the Tigers is number 7, Nick Huffer.
So,
like you said, Scott, the screen pass there wasn't a bad call. Get something positive there, just the pass was a little off mark.
High snap, and this kick is going to be short and out of bounds, and Central Noble is going to have a short field to work with 2:45 to go here in the first. Wow, that is an ultra generous spot. And I think he had to be coaxed into giving them another 5 yards.
He was back about 5 yards.
I'm not sure what punt he was looking at.
It wasn't that one.
Tigers, I guess, will take anything they can get right now, down 14-0.
Number 8 on the carry for Central Noble, Braxton Dial.
Tigers stand-up Dial this time, a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. Tackle on the
So
play
2nd down and 8.
Number 52, Jaden Stepp.
Everything's been on the ground right now for the Cougars.
I haven't even seen him put a wide receiver outside a tight end.
Yeah, I don't think anything's been wide at all.
I saw him warming up on my way up, and doesn't look like he's going to need to use his arm tonight. So.
You know, they've got this one little wing back out here. That's about as wide as they go. And Dial right into the secondary, and first down yardage and more, and they're inside the red zone for the 3rd time tonight.
Tackle on the play by the Tigers, number 12, Reed Winger, and number 24, Cody Middlestead.
Pretty impressive Cougar start here.
Down is 10 for Central Noble, ball on the 19-yard line.
Ball just inside the 20, 1st and 10 Cougars. 1:48 to go here in the first. And Dial this time is going to get stopped short. Maybe picks up a half a yard.
No gain on the play. Tackled by number 34, Everett Johnson for the Tigers.
We'll call it 2nd down and 10.
Central Noble, ball on the 19-yard line.
Boy, 3 scores down, guys. That's going to be a tough hole.
Especially in the first quarter.
Yes.
2nd and 10. And a flag on the play. That's our first flag of the game. Nothing tricky about any of these formations. And it's going to go against the Tigers.
Well, Scott, when we look back at when we look back at the season, I think the Woodland game really helped our confidence and just kind of helped us feel like we can play with just about anyone. And our ability, we came out sluggish last week after halftime, and we kind of kicked it back in gear, and we made it a good game, and we came out with that one. So let's see if we can find that inner fire like we did last week.
They're going to have to find that, no question about it. And they'll whistle this down again.
They're signaling the same call.
Oh, wow.
So another offside call, and that's going to be a Cougar first down. So a couple of penalties inside the red zone. And the sticks will go down. It's 1st and goal from the 9.
Just inside the 10-yard line.
Burgess. And the Tigers will push him back.
Breon Burgess on the carry for Central Noble. Tackle on the play by
He may lose a yard on the play. And that could be the last play of the first quarter.
Down and goal for Central Noble. Ball on the 10-yard line.
If they want to let the clock run out, they can, or they can try to get another play off.
And personally, I would love them to let the clock run out so I can squeeze you the window. So.
But they're not going to. They're not going to give you that luxury. And handoff to Dial. And that will end the first quarter. Your Double D home improvement score reads 14-0. We'll take a break and go clean a window.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Marcus out on squeegee duty.
I'm back.
And we will swap ends of the field. Not a lot to talk about so far for the Bluffton Tigers. Down 14-0. And Central Noble sitting at the 9, 3rd down and goal.
The 3rd down and goal for Central Noble.
And first pass of the night for the Cougars, and wide open in the corner. Touchdown.
Nick Alwine's pass to number 4, Nick Rawls. Good for 9 yards and a Central Noble touchdown.
Well, excellent executed play. I mean,
what can you say?
And the pass was definitely deep in the corner because as I move over, I get the window here.
Yeah.
So wasn't much to see there.
Nick Rawls on the reception. High snap. They get it down. Kick is up and no good. No good. And at 11:55 here in quarter number 2, your Double D home improvement score reads Central Noble 20, Bluffton 0. And we will take another break.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
And another kickoff by Central Noble, and fielded and felled. Kaiser,
yeah.
And around the 34.
Caught and down by the Tigers, number 88, Blake Kaiser. The first down and 10 for the Tigers, ball on the 33-yard line.
Well, we've done nothing offensively.
Yeah.
We just have not done anything.
I'm not sure that we get away from our game plan here. I think we should just keep riding it out, and our offensive line just has to get a push up.
Boy, high snap, and if you notice, Lockwood took that snap.
Did he take it?
Yep. So that was Lockwood taking the snap and handing off to Bumgardner. I'm not sure we've seen that play this year.
Yeah. Normally when Lockwood takes the snap, he's running it. And King's back in now. Nope. They're moving around again.
So King will move out to a slot position. Lockwood is your quarterback. Twins either side. They'll put a man in motion. And Kaiser, fumble. Ball is going to be out of bounds. It should stay with the Tigers.
Yes.
Blake Kaiser fumbles the ball out of bounds.
But once again, it is third down and more than 10 yards to go.
You know, that's just, the range just causing that ball to be slick. It's Bluffton's fumbled twice. Central Noble's dropped the ball once on a snap. This weather's not ideal for playing football.
Well, third and long, and last time Tigers tried to set up a screenplay. Cougars have been bringing the house on all third and longs, and they will bring a couple linebackers again, and the throw across the middle is going to be a little bit off the mark, and it's incomplete, and the Tigers are going to send out their punt unit again. And
number 9 for Central Noble, Jeff Myers. Bring up fourth down and 11 for the Tigers, ball on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Scott, that pass was a little off target, but I think you need to make that catch and try to make a play for your team there. So just a missed opportunity. The ball is wet, and you just got to stay dry your hands and see where we can go from here.
And Lockwood is going to keep it, and not going to be enough for a first down.
About a yard short.
On the keeper for the Tigers, up close to the first down.
So they will turn it over on downs. Well, you kind of knew with Brandon back there rather than Huffer.
Yeah, you knew something was up.
Something was up, and
Central Noble will take over on downs, first and 10.
Can't really argue with that call. You need to get something going offensively.
Our punts haven't been up to par as well, so.
Well, the Tiger defense back out onto the field. Cougars have now shown they can throw the ball as well, and now they'll bring their first receiver split out wide, if you want to call that wide. And Burgess still on his feet, running hard, still going. And he could be gone. 10-5, touchdown. Holy cow.
Burgess on the carry for Central Noble. Good for 42 yards and a Central Noble touchdown.
I think we had him by the ankle for about 10 seconds there.
And nobody else come and help.
Yep, nobody helped. Yep, I think we stopped.
We have an injured Cougar player.
.10:48 in your Double D home improvement. Scoreboard reads 26-0 pending the extra point. And they'll probably go for 2 here. all Cougars all the time right now. And they will go for 2. Pitch out, and look, sort of like a halfback option. Burgess will reverse course and take it right in. Everything working right now. 28-0 at the 10:48 mark. We'll be back.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Well, welcome back. Brandon Lockwood covers that one up. Flag on the play.
We're looking at unsportsmanlike conduct here.
That's what I'm.
Nothing happened.
Hey, I think there were a couple of them jawing back and forth. Oh, so it's going the other way. Right.
Think that got our crowd fired up there, huh?
It needs to get the team fired up. Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't see it, but we'll move it into Cougar territory.
Well, maybe that'll get the offense fired up a little bit.
Let's hope here.
Colton Moore now back in as the quarterback.
You definitely
look at that box. Look how full that box is. I mean, you are not going to run the football in that box.
And I like the call there.
Colton Moore gets it out to the 40. That is their biggest positive yardage play of the night.
It's an old-fashioned speed option. I think that's a good call there.
Pick up a 5, second down and 5. Triplets on the near side. Lockwood, drop for a loss.
Brandon Lockwood on the carry for the Tigers, loss of 2 yards on the play.
They are Cougars in the backfield in a hurry. And we've got Tigers slow to get up.
Lockwood's a little slow to get up there.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers.
Loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. And Lockwood, boy, he needs to take a break. Brandon obviously doesn't want to come out of the game. Third and 7. Kaiser makes the first defender miss, and it's going to set up 4th and 5. And I think you got to go for it right now.
I agree. I think this is the most we've moved the ball today, so I think it's a good idea there.
Going to bring up 4th down and 5 for the Tigers. Ball on the 40-yard line.
So 4th and 5.
And whatever they call, it's going to have to be quick because you know that they're going to send about 7 or 8 people.
I'm not all the way sure you throw it here either, Sam.
And Moore drops back. He's going to throw it. Looking downfield, has a man open. Complete touchdown, Tigers. Tigers on the board, and see if that spark is enough to get them back into the football game, down by 4 scores, but on the scoreboard are the Tigers. A nicely thrown ball by Colton.
It was.
Pass.
I think it was that Bumgartner that caught it?
I think.
So 28-6.
And for the second week in a row, Scott, I eat my words.
Yeah.
I don't think they should throw it there.
Well, nothing personal, Marcus, but I'm glad they didn't listen to you.
Yes, I'm glad as well.
High snap. Moore pulls it down. He's going to take it himself. And he fights his way into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And at the 8:44 mark, your Double D home improvement score reads Central Noble 28, Tigers 8. And we will be right back. Caden Gerber will come and kick off for the Tigers. They've cut the lead to 20. So Tigers get on the scoreboard. Now the defense needs to show they can get something accomplished. And it's number 66 will cover it up around the 36.
Number 66 for Central Noble.
Guys, let's take a look at the replay of that touchdown play. Twins up top. They'll put a man in motion. And just a little stop and go. And nicely thrown ball by Colton Moore, right on target. And back to live action. Dial on the carry. And boy, these Cougar running backs, they run hard. And
they don't give up. When you start to wrap them up, they keep hopping and squirming. And the Tigers are going to have to be quicker to react to help.
Well, and it's really help defense time, you know. I mean, once guys have got to converge on that tackler. And there we go. Nicely done by Colton Moore.
And we talked about all season, Scott and Simmons. Since Colton's came back, he's been their emotional leader. So let's hope that 2-point conversion and that touchdown are to spark under him, and he can get everyone else going around him.
Holding, so that's going to take away the first down.
Well, the holding will march him back 10 yards.
After the penalty, it'll be second
and it's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
And nicely done by the Tigers. And
the best part about that was he kept his outside arm free, and he was able to get his hand on a runner and get a stop there.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Well, you saw the defense swarm to the tackler that time.
They did a much better job of converging on that tackle.
Yes, I agree.
Kind of an interesting spot on the field. If you're Central Noble and you don't pick this up, do you go for it?
I think you do. Seems like everything else has worked tonight. So
3rd and 3. And Burgess is going to pick it up, and Moore and the Tigers may not catch him again. Wenger, the last man to pick him up. And Burgess finds his way into the end zone, and the Cougars strike right back. It's 34-8. 7:09 to go here in the first half. And the Cougars laying it to the Tigers right now. I tell you what, I'm pretty darn impressed, and they've got some guys here that I think, you know, expecting if this is going to be a Woodland Central Noble final,
Wow.
there's some guys here that could give the Warriors a little bit of trouble.
It looks that way.
And we've raved over the running back, but we haven't talked much about their guys up front. They've
Oh,
really
their
given
guys
them
up
a
front have been
yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah, that offensive line is.
I agree.
They're pretty good.
Timeout, Cougars. And we will take a break.
Umi Fort Wayne is Fort Wayne's finest sushi and seafood restaurant. While Umi Fort Wayne specializes in sushi, they also feature amazing beef, pork, chicken, and noodle dishes, along with the innovative sushi and Japanese dishes. At Umi Fort Wayne, it's more than just the quality and the art of the food that makes it good. It's the immaculate service and enjoyable atmosphere you'll experience. The knowledgeable staff at Umi will help each customer choose just the right menu item for them, from a bento box to pineapple chicken, sashimi, seared tuna, spicy Umi ribeye or filet, or grilled Chilean sea bass. Umi Fort Wayne is located at 2912 Getz Road in Fort Wayne. Visit Umi Fort Wayne for a one-of-a-kind experience. Follow them on Facebook for special events.
Welcome back to WalesCountyVoice.com. 34-8 coming in after the Central Noble timeout as they will set up for their extra point. Looks like they will go for two. Burgess and Dial putting on a show so far for the Tigers, but the Tigers will deny them the extra point.
Burgess on the carry for the extra point.
So Burgess is pushed back, and at 7:09 the score remains Central Noble 34, Tigers 8. We will go to commercial break one more time.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to WalesCountyVoice.com. 34-8. Still 7:09 to go in the first half. And Bumgardner trying to turn the corner. And he'll get dropped close to the 40.
Bumgardner on the return for the Tigers gets the ball up to the 42-yard line.
And the Tigers, who got on the scoreboard on their last offensive set, well, we can't keep pace, that's for sure.
Now we're going to have to make some defensive stops at some point in time.
Looks like Adams' shoe came off on a return. He ran out of his shoe. And we got a very good back and then to replace him in Everett. So.
Yep, Everett Johnson will get a rep.
Everett Johnson in the backfield.
Well, they're not going to get that play called in time. They're going to be forced to burn a timeout. So timeout, Tigers. And we will go back to commercial break.
At Rimke Manufacturing, we're inviting you to be a part of our growing team. At Rimke, we provide our employees with a value-added work environment by offering a highly competitive compensation with full benefits encouraging continuous quality improvement in product, process, and equipment. Rimke Manufacturing is located in the Ossian Industrial Park. We're hiring operators, technicians, experienced machinists for the lathe, mill, and EDM equipment. All open positions are first shift. Please send resumes to info@rimke.com. That's ROEMBKE.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Coming out of the Bluffton timeout. Coaching staff just couldn't get that play called into the guys quick enough, and will burn one of their 3 timeouts here in the first half. 7 minutes to go. And Johnson inside, and he could go 40, 30, 20. He's got the angle. Can he get to the pylon?
Touchdown.
Good job.
Everett Johnson, how about that? Boy, you got to love it for that kid.
What a run.
Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of reps. And, boy, what a thrill for him to get in and break one loose.
Great job by Everett. I don't think I've seen that breakaway speed like that.
Yeah.
He's a power back, but he really showed the wheels there. Great job by him. Great call by the coach.
A nice effort to find the pylon right there at the end. It looked like the defender had the angle on him, but he kind of powered through it. Moore with the empty backfield. Drops back. Looking, still looking, rolling. Throws into the end zone and incomplete. Extra point is no good. But Tigers get on the board again. 6:49. Your Double D home improvement scoreboard reads Central Noble 34, Tigers 14, and we'll go back to a break.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Tigers will kick it off for the second time tonight. And Gerber will keep it on the ground, and it bounces around, and they'll fall on it about the 33. We got a score update. Well, you don't see this very often. A 25-yard field goal is all the scoring right now as Dwenger is up 3-0 on New Haven. 6:18 left in the second. It's 34-14 here, and boy, right now, guys, if the Tigers want to have a chance tonight, they're going to have to turn these Cougars back. 34-14.
It's very important to get a stop here, I agree.
It's been the combination of Breon Burgess and Braxton Dial. And this is Dial. And even when we think we've got them wrapped up, they pick up 6. 2nd down and 4.
That just shows what kind of push that offensive line is getting.
The extra effort from their backs is just very good as well.
Dial again, this time Tigers defense up to the task. They'll pick up 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Tackle on the play by Tigers number 57, Levi Boots. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for Central Noble.
Central Noble has not punted the football yet tonight. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 2. And Dial will pick up the first at midfield.
Braxton Dial on the
Boots in on the tackle.
Gain of 7 yards on the play. Tackle by the Tigers, number 7, Nick Huffer.
Huffer in on the tackle as well. But they will move the sticks. 1st and 10 from their own 49. 34-14, 5:24 to go here in the first half. Boy, nice job by Colton Moore. He really made that play.
Hit him first.
He kind of tripped him up.
Breon Burgess on the carry for Central Noble.
Give him a yard.
Gain on the play.
2nd down and 9. About a half a yard maybe.
62.
And Colton's ability to get in the backfield and be disruptive is very amazing for his size, and his quickness is very good. So that helps him a lot.
2nd down and 9. Dial into the secondary. That's 1st down yardage for the Cougars. That's Burgess, excuse me.
Tackle on the play by the Tigers, Everett Johnson.
Everett Johnson on the tackle. But another Cougar 1st down.
Oh, he's still not on the sideline recovering from that 60-yard run. He's back on the field playing defense.
He's back playing defense. So.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Burgess and Dial, they look a lot alike out there when they're running.
1st and 10 Cougars. Burgess. Boy, he's really got a nice ability to kind of slide through defenders.
Tackle on play by the Tigers, number 34, Everett Johnson.
I'll pick up a 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
3 for Central Noble, ball on the 34-yard line.
So 2nd and 3.
Oh.
Burgess making people miss.
Breon Burgess on the carry, gain of 3 yards on the
And it's going to be just short of the 1st down.
57, Levi Booth.
But the fact that he got positive yardage.
Yeah, he was. They had him in the backfield.
Down and 1 for Central Noble, ball on the 32-yard line.
It's a great run by him, but I don't want to take away from anything. Like I just mentioned, Colton Moore getting in the backfield.
Yep. 3rd and a yard, and
quarterback keeper.
I think that's the first keeper we've seen tonight, isn't it?
On the keeper for Central Noble, up close to the 1st down.
They sort of caught the Tigers not set up.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to measure.
Wow, we got 2 measurements in one game. That's a record.
They're really testing the camera work here.
I mean, to me, it clearly looks like a 1st down from here, but.
They just want to do this a couple of times. You know that. Yeah, that's not. It wasn't close. The chain didn't even reach the edge of the football.
Maybe he's cold enough out there he can't see straight. So
he knows he's on camera.
Yeah.
Calling into his grandkids.
Yeah, watch me.
Watch me pull the chain. 1st and 10. Dial, nice stop by the Tigers.
Braxton Dial on the carry for Central Noble. A little bit of a loss on the play. Tackle by the play by number 62, Noah Frederick.
Noah Frederick on the tackle for a short loss.
2nd down and 11 for
2nd and 11.
On the 31-yard line.
Cougars will get the football to open up the second half. Just a little bit over 2 minutes here in the first half. Number 4, and pick up a few yards.
Nick Rawls on the
That's
carry
Nick
for
Rawls.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. Tackled by number 34.
I'll get 2 more cracks at it.
Brings up
Third down and 7.
for Central Noble. Ball on the 27-yard line.
This would be a big stop if we could get it.
I agree. It's
Yeah,
very
it sure
doable.
would.
Tigers down by 3 scores. 3rd and 7, big third down. Pitch out. And they wrap them up.
No.
Boy, he's still going. Are you kidding me?
Oh, then he fumbled it.
And the Tigers come away with the fumble.
Oh, that's Everett Johnson.
Johnson comes up with the fumble.
Big turnover.
34, Everett Johnson, and also recovers the fumble. Be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Colton coming off limping a little bit.
The 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, Tigers will take over the football. Boy, that's big. Boy, if we can catch some lightning here with 110, pull within a couple scores. Cade Gerber hustles out. These Tigers need an extra body. Gavin King takes over the quarterback spot with Moore on the sideline. Drops back, across the middle, picked off. And
Gavin King's pass is intercepted by number 44, Logan Pease for Central Noble.
Logan Pease on the interception, and the Cougars answer right back.
For Central Noble.
Well, Scott and Sam, I couldn't see that play very well. I didn't know if there was a receiver even in that area.
There was, but he was covered pretty well.
An interception by there, Central Noble.
1 minute. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Cougars back on offense after the interception. 3-back set here. Dial will take it inside the 5 to about the 3.
Noble gain of almost 5 yards on the play. Tackle on by the Tigers, though, number 59.
Plenty of time. Central Noble's got a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.
For Central Noble, ball on the 4-yard line.
And looks like they will.
And they will use a timeout here. We'll take a break. Be right back.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Double D Home Improvement. If you're thinking about a home improvement project, call Dave Brenneman at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593.
Welcome back again. Our 3 Angel sponsors this week. Double D Home Improvement is sponsoring the Bluffton game. Sprunger and Sprunger Law is sponsoring the Norwell game. Umi Fort Wayne is sponsoring the New Haven game. Sprunger & Sprunger is a law firm of experienced attorneys coming to Bluffton. The attorneys at Sprunger & Sprunger handle all types of family law, including child support, custody, adoptions, and divorces, as well as criminal defense, business law, real estate, and personal injury. For all your legal needs, contact Sprunger & Sprunger attorneys at law. And again, we want to thank them for being our Angel sponsor for the Norwell game. Umi Fort Wayne is our Angel sponsor for the New Haven game, and if you're familiar with Tercel Schwartz, who was the original proprietor to open up TW Fables, he has moved on. He is the general manager at Umi's, and certainly worth checking out up in Fort Wayne. 2nd and goal from the 4. Dial, touchdown. Well, just another case of following your blockers, guys. And
when he caught up with him, he just shoved him forward.
Yeah. Well, Tigers got the turnover, but turned it right back over, and the Cougars make them pay.
To attempt the extra point is number 98, Erica Manicky.
And Erica Manicky will come in and attempt the extra point. And that is good. At the 30.9 second mark on the Double D Home Improvement scoreboard, Central Noble 41, Tigers 14.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Ellie Cole back deep for the Tigers. Jamonte McCary.
Well, Tigers could not turn back the Cougars, and with just about 31 seconds to work with here in the first half. Fielded by Wenger. And Wenger is going to fall forward to about the 43.
Returns the kick for the Tigers up to the 44-yard line. We first and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, it looks like the rain has stopped. Or at least slowed down.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, just like you said.
Yeah. "27 seconds. We'll get a squeegee run here. Tigers back on offense. Colton Moore. Boy. That snap almost hit Bumgarner, and the ball pops out. And what do we got to call? Looks like they're going to be down. And Colton's going to lose 2 on the, well, lose 1 on the carry. But again, that play was really, the timing of that play was really kind of broken up by the man in motion. The direct snap almost hit him. And the Tigers are going to let the clock run out at the end of the first half. Big Central Noble Cougar half, 41-14 Cougars. And we will take a break and be back in a few minutes.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation from Umi Fort Wayne. While Umi Fort Wayne specializes in sushi, they also feature amazing beef, pork, chicken, and noodle dishes, along with their sushi and Japanese dishes. Umi Fort Wayne, located at 2912 Getz Road in Fort Wayne. Visit Umi Fort Wayne for a one-of-a-kind experience. Follow them on Facebook for special events. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com, and our Scott Ribbich, our stat guy, is in China.
Oh.
So we don't have printed stats tonight, and you know what? I'm not sure I want to look at our stats for the first half.
I was going to say, I don't think we want them. So.
We do have a couple replays. Let's go ahead and kind of run through our replays. We've got 3. So here's the first one. This is the first score of the night. Marcus called for a run play on this play, just to set the record straight. Colt Moore's going to drop back, and just a little give and go, and I still don't remember who caught this football.
I think it was Bumgarner. But I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, who caught the first touchdown pass? You guys have that?
That was Kaiser.
Kaiser? Blake Kaiser. All right.
Anything else you need me to do for you?
Here's the second touchdown. I don't need any help on this. Everett Johnson plows through into the secondary, and just a great run down the sideline. Yes. I thought this guy was going to have the angle and catch him, but he powers through a couple of defenders and finds the pylon. Everett Johnson wins the touchdown run. That cut the lead to 20. And it looked like that. Now, if you remember that drive, we got the personal foul penalty. And that kind of put him into Central Noble territory. And Johnson puts it in the end zone. And then we were kind of talking, hey, we need to stop here, right? And so here is the stop. And unfortunately, this drive doesn't last too long. And again, Burgess, who has extended so many runs tonight, extended this one just a little bit too long, and the ball pops out. And who is on the football? Everett Johnson gets the fumble recovery, the first stop of the night for the Tigers defense. But the offense will turn it right back over on an interception, and Central Noble will take it in for another score right before halftime. And that's where we stand, 41-14.
Well, if you're a Bluffton Tiger that's going to be returning next year, you got to be excited about Everett Johnson. He would have the carries next year, and he's looking promising. So. Yeah,
and he showed some speed down that sideline that I'm not sure I would have predicted, but he was rolling.
Yes.
So 41-14. So Marcus, again, and we've talked about this a couple of times, kind of what's going on in the locker room right now?
Well, coach is just telling them, hey, we're down, but we got to keep fighting, like he's been telling them all season. Just be competitive and play hard. Play to the final whistle, and you just got to come out and give it your all. Forget what's on the scoreboard, play for each other, and that's just really what Coach is preaching and what Tiger football has been all about.
And again, when we kind of looked at the schedules these two teams plays, and you try to kind of handicap it, again, that one game that kind of popped out at me was that Lakeland game where Central Noble, I think they put up 40 points against Lakeland and beat them by about 30. And then you see that Lakeland comes in to Heritage and puts up a double-digit win against Heritage, right? So that just kind of shows you how tough that Lakeland squad is. We barely squeak by Heritage. And that was the game that I kind of looked at and said, whoa, you know, I mean, one could look at that Central Noble schedule and say, hey, they've got some 1A schools in there. But that was that Lakeland game was the one game that I kind of looked at and said, all right, you know, they took apart this Lakeland squad, and that Lakeland squad came back and roughed up Heritage a little bit. And that just showed you how good these Cougars were going to be.
And they showed it out here tonight. I mean, their offensive line has been dominant. Their running backs are very slippery. They're tough to bring down, and they don't give up at all.
Yeah, boy, just how many broken tackles have those guys created tonight? It's been really very, very impressive, and I think those backs are going to give Woodland a little bit of trouble.
I agree. You always want to preach to your running back, you know, don't go down on the first tackle, you know.
Not that I'm trying to call this a little early here. I mean, don't get me the wrong way, but I mean, I think those guys have got a skill set. That line,
that could give Woodland a run.
You know, if you think back to our game against Woodland, we ran the football a little bit against those guys. So, pretty impressive performance by these Cougars. Tigers down by a bunch, and we'll see what Coach dials up for the second half. We're going to go ahead and thank a few more sponsors. Again, we want to make special thanks to Double D Home Improvement. They are our angel sponsor for this Bluffton football game. Dave Brenneman has stepped up for both of these sectional games, and that is really a very significant commitment, and I want to make my personal shout out to Dave. And if you see him in and around the stadium or in the community, please thank him for allowing us to bring these games to you. We also want to thank Sprunger and Sprunger tonight. They were our angel sponsor for the Norwell game, and Yumi Restaurant, who brought the New Haven game. Last time we got a score update on New Haven, it was 3-0 with 6:18 left in the second. I do not have a score update for the Norwell game. I don't know if anybody's been checking their Twitter feed on that. If they know, that would be helpful, but it's 41-14 here. We're going to take a break and thank some sponsors.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyu@fwymca.org.
If you're looking for a professional home improvement contractor for a large or small project, or if you're ready to turn your house into the home of your dreams, call Dave Brenneman with Double D Home Improvement. With 17 years of experience, Double D Home Improvement is ready to work with you on your individual project needs, budget, and schedule. Double D is licensed and insured and will take care of obtaining all the proper permits to ensure your project is in compliance. Go ahead and make the call to Dave at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593. That's 824-8593. This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Duval Landscaping. No job is too big or too small for Duval. From routine lawn maintenance to high-end design, call Ken Duval at 260-824-5377.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
If you're looking for a professional home improvement contractor for a large or small project, or if you're ready to turn your house into the home of your dreams, call Dave Brenneman with Double D Home Improvement. With 17 years of experience, Double D Home Improvement is ready to work with you on your individual project needs, budget, and schedule. Double D is licensed and insured and will take care of obtaining all the proper permits to ensure your project is in compliance. Go ahead and make the call to Dave at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593. That's 824-8593.
Are you ready to add beauty, color, and style to your property? Landscape architect Ken Duval with Duval Landscaping can help you with the landscape design, installation, and maintenance. They also do root feeding, mowing, lawn installation, shrub trimming, landscape lighting, and mulching. Ken and his dependable team can design and implement a customized landscape design project for properties of every size. To enhance your property for a positive first and lasting impression, give Ken a call at 824-5377. That's Duval Landscaping, 824-5377.
At First Bank of Bern, we promise to always remember what's important. Things like honesty, integrity, trust, and friendship. We pride ourselves on being a bank that understands the value of a hard day's work. We believe in treating people the way we want to be treated. This is Cody Kumfer at First Bank of Bern. For your agribusiness or crop insurance needs, give me a call at 260-824-9982.
First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424, or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Bluffton has made its way back out onto the field, and Cougar is coming out of the locker room. All right, Marcus, I forgot already. Norwell down 26-3, correct?
Yep.
I think the New Haven game right now is 6-3, if you can believe that. The Bulldogs on top. Score here, 41-14. Some other scores of interest. Adams Central 10, Churubusco 7. Woodland
was
just 10-0. Was that what it was? It wasn't very much.
12-0.
12-0.
Which was a low-scoring game there.
Now it's against Wabash. I don't think Wabash is having a very good year.
For a high-paying, in-demand career in just 2 years. Or you can transfer your credit.
Just want to check that Wabash squad.
Visit Ivy Tech online at ivytech.edu.
But with the rain we've had today, I bet that field
that field up there is
going
to be awful.
Because that field never did handle the rain well.
Let us help you know what you have and what you need. Please
But I think that Woodland squad not having a good year.
Stop knocking on wood.
Just checking that here. Hold on. Yeah, they're 3-7. Sagarin prediction on that game was 49-14. Wabash came in with a Sagarin rating of under 12. So, yeah, a little surprising that game is as tight as it is. They opened up their year with 7 straight losses. They did pick up a win against Whitco, and Whitco I don't think had a win all year. And Manchester, who also has not had a very good year, 4-6. But that's still a ball game out there at Woodland, if that is indeed the score. So right now, if things hold up, it would be Central Noble taking on Woodland, but we do have 2 more quarters of football to play. And see what the coaching staff of the Bluffton Tigers has come up with here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Central Noble will get the football to open up the 2nd half. Again, we want to thank Double D Home Improvement as our angel sponsor tonight. And I know Marcus is pretty fired up because the rain is done. He has done his last squeegee of the night.
Yay.
Nicely done.
Marcus
just never knows what he's going to run into when he shows up for a football game here.
Yeah. It's been awesome to be in the box with you guys past 2 weeks, so that's been nice.
We have enjoyed every moment, Marcus. We appreciate it.
It's been nice.
I think Marcus and I witnessed Scott Baker crying up top over that win against Bremen. Literally.
I think we did. I was actually wondering, it was an emotional game, and I was happy to see, him relive that and those guys down there. So it was nice to see.
And to put that in a little bit of context, Scott was involved in the last time that the Bluffton Tigers faced off against Bremen. And that was was that a semi-state game?
Yeah, I think
it was a semi-state game. And the Tigers went up early by a couple of touchdowns and threw a big interception to allow the game to get turned around. And I guess some of the Bremen guys were up there kind of jawed at him that it's 1988 all over again. And Scott was pretty proud to be able to turn that right back around. So here we go. Cougars with the football, and that is Dial on the carry. And again, on a play that we think we've stopped them pretty short, he manages to pick up 5.
The 2nd down and 5 for Central Noble, ball on the 38-yard
line. And that's the work of the line right there. It's just goes to show that when the defense engages that runner, he's already 3-4 yards down the field. So 2nd down and 5. And handoff, and the Tigers are going to drop him for a loss. Again, Colton Moore in on the action. It was Burgess on the carry.
Breon Burgess on the carry.
And it is going to be a 3rd and long situation for the Cougars. And a great opportunity for the Tigers to turn back this Cougar squad.
Third down and 6 for Central Noble.
I haven't heard the cowbells very much tonight, but they are out right now.
Possibly could be Central Noble's first punt of the night if we can get a stop here.
And Dial and the Tigers will bring them down short of the first down. So it's kind of an interesting spot on the field.
A couple of yards. Not even 2 yards.
Central Noble is short of the 4th down and 1 for Central Noble.
And looks like, boy, this is one of those where you got to be wary of the fake punt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pay attention to who the upbacks are.
They're quarterbacks, they're punter.
Well, their upbacks don't appear to be running backs. Nice punt. That's good. Out of bounds, and the Tiger defense holds.
Great job.
Goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. The Tigers will take
So with the rain gone,
first down and 10.
Tigers defense for the first time tonight, aside from a turnover which lasted one play. Tigers offense back to work. So what do you do here, guys? I mean, is this a case where you can afford to keep running the football, or?
Yeah, I think you still got to run your game plan, for right now.
Tim, I agree with that. I think you stick to the game plan. I think you put it in the air a couple times. Try to get different looks from the defense.
Yeah, you might pass a little bit more, but
Lockwood picks up 2. That might be Brandon's longest run of the night. I mean, seriously.
He has not been able to do much.
Yeah.
He hasn't touched the ball a lot, though, either in the
think
first
he has
half.
either.
He didn't have many carries.
But I think how the season's gone in the second half, that's when he thinks he breaks free and finds some openings. So let's hope he can do that in this game.
Quick pass, boy, not a good pass by Colton. And he knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huffer was there and had a blocker, but
and another 3rd and long situation. And these 3rd and longs have really been killers tonight.
Yes.
The yards have been so tough to come by, and then you put yourself in a 3rd and long situation.
The bubble route throwing that route is such a tough route because it's so far out. You really got to put that pass on the line.
And they'll stunt the linebackers again. And he's hit on the play, and that ball may be picked off. They're going to say it's incomplete.
Pass intended to Reed Winger is incomplete. Coverage on the play by Central Nobles, number 2.
And 3 and out for Bluffton.
Not what the Tigers needed there.
So after the defense holds, the offense cannot get anything going.
Tigers number 32, Brandon Lockwood.
Well, Brandon Lockwood's back there, so are we going to see?
And they have nobody back deep, so.
And see if they can get a nice bounce here. They're not going to get the big bounce, but
Lockwood's kick is down
Lockwood's
by
punt
number
is.
38 for the Tigers, Blake Kaiser.
I think Noble might have got a hand on that football.
The 39-yard line will be 1st and 10, Central Noble.
Well, it'll be up to the defense here now to see if they can make another stand.
So 1st and 10 Cougars. 8:55 to go here in the 3rd. 3-back set. And an inside handoff, and he's going to break it. He's gone. Touchdown, Dial.
Braxton Dial on the carry for Central Noble. Good for 61 yards and a Central Noble
Boy,
touchdown.
talk about a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to attempt the extra point for Central Noble is number 98, Erica Manicky.
And Manicky will come in to kick the extra point.
Number 44, Logan Pease.
Snap the hold. The kick is blocked. And with 8:45 to go, the Double D Home Improvement scoreboard reads Cougars 47, Tigers 14. We'll be back.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Rimke Manufacturing. Rimke Manufacturing is currently hiring. If you're looking for a team-focused atmosphere with highly competitive compensation, send your resume to info@rimke.com. That's ROEMBKE.com.
Kickoff is going to be fielded about the 33 and brought down near the 35. Baumgartner on the return.
We're all trying to figure out who had the ball. I think the whole waiting box was.
Waiting. Baumgartner.
Going to play by number 52 for Central Noble, Tad Owen. The first and 10 for the Tigers, ball to the 36-yard line.
Lockwood will keep it himself as he's lined up in the shotgun.
Lockwood on the carry for the Tigers.
Out of bounds, stopping the clock at 8:35.
The second down and 8 for the Tigers, ball on the 38-yard line.
That's tough to run that play on the short side of the field. Lockwood just doesn't have room to get around a corner.
Gavin King checks in.
Scott, you remember, I think a couple times last week they had him out wide, Gavin, and that was pretty different formation that they haven't ran all season. I wonder if they try to implement that in this game.
Brandon Lockwood on the
Yeah, Gavin also showed his hands on an interception last week.
Really?
Big interception. Yeah, in a key spot in the game.
I think he was playing safety, was he?
Yep.
Yeah. Just jumped right up over everyone, showed his size and his athletic ability. It was pretty cool.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 after the Lockwood carry. Triplets on the short side. Oh, almost picked off, and kind of just a quick slant looking for Huffer over there, and led him just a little bit too much. It looks like the Tigers are going to go for it.
I think you about have to.
Yeah, there is no next week, so.
That's what it's looking like here.
So 4th down and 6.
You're going to have to hurry to get this one off.
Empty backfield. And that should be a flag.
That right in front of the back judge there.
That's not
no flag. That was a bad call.
Let's look at the replay. What else? What other replays do we have to look at? Right? Let's go ahead and look at this one. All right, so King's going to drop back, looking across the middle, and they're stunting linebackers again. He gets hit on the throw.
Yeah,
Marcus was a little late on it.
There's my camera work there.
Oh, man. I built you up on that play, Marcus.
Breon Burgess on the carry for Central Noble.
Burgess stopped after a couple yards.
On the play by number 57 for the Tigers.
Well, our clock keeps bouncing around.
I wonder if Marcus is. I tried to wrap it around here.
No, it's okay. We're fine. 7:24 and counting here in the third. 47-14. (6-3) New Haven over Dwenger with 11:24 left.
Braxton Dial on the carry for Central Noble. Gain of 3 yards on the play.
This is about one of the longest third down plays I think Central Noble's had all night.
4 for Central Noble. Ball on the 35-yard line.
3rd and 4. Tigers defense has turned away Noble twice tonight, once on a fumble recovery. And they forced a punt on the last opening series of the half, and Burgess is going to be stopped short of the first down. But it's going to be 4-down territory for the Cougars.
Tackled out of bounds there by Tigers. Number 19, Jamonte McCary. Brings up 4th down and 2 for Central Noble. Ball on the 32-yard line.
So 4th and 2. Three-back set. Oh, and the extra spin just might have gotten it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him the spot.
Close to the first down.
That should be enough. It is.
Looks like it.
It is a first down for Central Noble. 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
I guess he's done with the measurements for the evening.
It's getting cold.
They'll spot it at the 30, 1st and 10 Cougars. 6:05 to go here in the third. Central Noble came into this game 7-3. Handoff inside the Dial, and he'll be gang tackled.
Gain of a couple yards on the play.
Here the 32. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Number 52, Jaden Stepp for the Tigers.
Jaden Stepp in on the tackle.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Again, right now, should everything hold form, the winner of this game will take on Woodland. Although, last check, Woodland not pulling away against Wabash. And Dial bouncing off tacklers again, and
Braxton Dial on the carry for Central Noble. Fumble on the play.
ball on the ground, but looks like it's going to stay with the Cougars.
Number 52, Tad Owen.
There's been a lot of fumbles today.
There has, huh?
Central Noble. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Hands are cold too tonight,
yes.
so.
Third and a couple. This is Dial, and again, just bouncing off people.
Braxton Dial on the carry for Central Noble. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
That's enough for a Cougar first down, as they are inside the red zone again.
On the play by the Tigers, number 52, Jaden Stepp.
Jaden Stepp tacking on another tackle.
First down and 10 for Central
With
Noble.
his defensive stats.
18-yard line.
And 1st and 10 Cougars. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third.
Flags on the play.
Haven't had a ton of flags tonight. But
Dead ball. False start. White.
first false start called on the Cougars tonight.
Yep. You're right. It's been a pretty clean football game, really, as far as the flags go.
Yeah.
We had that one personal foul, and Tigers had a couple of encroachment calls.
Yep.
Back to back, actually.
Back to back, yes. Yeah, thanks for reminding us on that,
no
Marcus.
problem there.
So 1st and 15. Boy, great penetration by Huffer, but just Burgess has just got a really great ability to avoid contact.
And I don't think he's been tackled on the first
hit.
Yeah, contact. So. I'll tell you what, they love that toss play. We've seen that multiple times today, the toss play.
Yep.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Second down and 15. And Burgess on another carry.
Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
We'll get it back inside the 20. It's going to set up 3rd down and 8.
Tackle on the play by the Tigers, number 12, Breed Winger. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for Central Noble. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 17. Clock approaching the 2-minute mark. They got 3 seconds to get this play off. They just get it off in time. He's going to roll right. And is it picked off?
Intercepted.
And Baumgartner with the pick.
Tried to tiptoe on that sideline.
Great job by Adam.
No, then we got a roughing the passer call.
Oh, you're kidding me. Well, that won't go down in the books as a pick, but it almost feels like the last pick, right? We get a pick and we get a fumble recovery and get it right back, and here we get a pick and we give it back due to the penalty. And it's down to the 9-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and goal for Central Noble. Ball on the 9-yard line.
I think he's thrown the ball, twice today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many times.
And I think both plays were the exact same play. So.
Yeah, so I don't think their playbook for passes is all that huge.
And Dial gets it in.
53-14, Braxton Dial takes it into the end zone again. And they'll kick the extra point.
Into attempt the extra point is number 98, Erica Manicky.
And kick is up and is good.
Erica Manicky
And with 1:32 left in the third, your Double D Home Improvement scoreboard reads Central Noble 54, Tigers 14. We'll be back.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Double D Home Improvement. If you're thinking about a home improvement project, call Dave Brenneman at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
And a short kick. Fielded by Kit at the 45. And the Tiger offense back to work. Hey, we want to thank a few more sponsors. Grable Insurance, who was our Angel sponsor last week for the Leo game, wants to provide the protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. Visit Grable Insurance at their office on Pony Express Run in Leo to get the best coverage you can afford. And Remke Manufacturing, who was our Angel sponsor last week for the Norwell game, is located in the Austin Industrial Park, is hiring. They provide their employees with value-added work environment by offering competitive compensation with full benefits. Please send resumes to info@remke.com. And Lockwood Carey is going to set up second down and 7.
Well, he definitely got that handoff with a lot of momentum, and I thought there was a bigger hole than that, but only 3 yards on a play there.
Everett Johnson checks in. Gavin King, one of the 3 quarterbacks that we've had tonight.
Well, I'm going to say
Everett Johnson on the carry for the Tigers. We do have flag on the play.
Johnson's carry results in a penalty flag.
Personal foul.
Face mask. White.
And we'll get a face mask call.
It looked like Johnson's head moved at a funny angle as he was being brought down.
Well, we know his uncle is a chiropractor, so
yeah, we know where he can get fixed.
If he ever is feeling a little funny.
Well, that brings the Tigers down to the 36-yard line of Central Noble as we wind down third quarter play. Baumgartner goes in motion. King will drop back the pass. Boy, has a man wide open and can't get it there. Holy smokes, nobody was around him.
Gavin King's pass intended for Adam Baumgartner falls incomplete.
And I'm almost thinking if he would have just settled down, got his feet together, he could have made that pass.
Yeah, he threw that one a little bit in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. You see it and you just want to get it there, and it's just not enough. You got to get your feet up under you. And
well, you don't see many guys that wide open. But Gavin's pass just a little short.
And I'm not sure they play a very deep safety either. He's pretty close to everybody else in the mix. So.
Yeah, that's the way they've lined up all night tonight.
Let's take a timeout. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of the IHSAA High School Football Sectional Game is brought to you by a generous donation by Duval Landscaping. No job is too big or too small for Duval. From routine lawn maintenance to high-end design, call Ken Duval at 260-824-5377. If you're looking for a professional home improvement contractor for a large or small project, or if you're ready to turn your house into the home of your dreams, call Dave Brenneman. with Double D Home Improvement. With 17 years of experience, Double D Home Improvement is ready to work with you on your individual project needs, budget, and schedule. Double D is licensed and insured and will take care of obtaining all the proper permits to ensure your project is in compliance. Go ahead and make the call to Dave at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593. That's 824-8593.
King looking for that pass on the sideline again, and this time, knocked away. It looked like it was there.
Yeah, I thought Huffer had it.
And Pease on the coverage knocked it away, and
Ball still at the 36-yard line.
Tigers turn back again. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Third and 10. Clock stops at 17.5 seconds. And King is going to be sacked.
King is sacked by
Fans yelling for a horse collar on that, and they may have a point.
Yeah.
Loss of almost 10 yards on the play.
Marcus, did you get that?
I did not get that one, actually. So I gotta say, I did not get that one.
So I don't need to run the replay. Is that what you're saying?
Need to look at the
I think
replay.
I was down the field, actually. So sorry.
That
about
will
one.
end the third quarter of play. The good news is Marcus doesn't have to squeegee the window.
Yeah.
Yes.
54-14, your Double D Home Improvement scoreboard. We'll be back.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Welcome back. 12 minutes of football left to go in this contest. It has been just about all Cougars. Impressive game by their pair of backs, Burgess and Dial. Tigers have got scores by Everett Johnson and Blake Kaiser. And 4th and long for the Tigers. They will go for it. 5 receivers set. And they'll bring the house again and throw across the middle. Is going to be incomplete as Gavin does a backflip. The Tigers will turn it over on downs.
1st and 10, ball on the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure on the last play where we thought there was a horse collar. You don't put it on the ground, see what you can get, and make the play a little easier for you here on 4th down. But
Cougar football. Inside handoff. Pick up a 6.
Braxton Dial on the carry for
Braxton Dial continuing to add to his total. You got no idea. Okay. we're so spoiled with Scott's here. I mean, it's like we just.
Give a shout out to Scott. He'll probably watch the video. We need Ribbich back. Yes, Ribbich.
The chance of Ribbich is echoing here in the press box. And number 30 this time on the carry.
Nathan McDonald on the carry for Central Noble.
I want to thank another one of our Angel sponsors this week, Yumi Fort Wayne. They sponsored our New Haven game. They specialize in sushi, but they also feature amazing beef, pork, chicken, and noodle dishes, along with innovative sushi and Japanese dishes. Yumi Fort Wayne is located at 2912 Getz Road in Fort Wayne. I really think of it as Jefferson Boulevard in Fort Wayne, but I guess it's officially Getz Road. Visit Umi Fort Wayne for a one-of-a-kind experience. Follow them on Facebook for special events. Umi Fort Wayne.
Oh, Scott, you're making me hungry here.
Oh, man, all right, I tell you what.
Uh-oh, Pop's free. Looked like
they were able to recover, and it was another fumble.
Yes, that ball was in the air.
Yeah, and of course, that's enough for a first down.
Now we're asking, was that on purpose there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so check out Umi's. It's a great place. The food is fabulous, and even if you're not kind of a fish guy, my wife is not a fish person at all. They've got great dishes. I think she had one of the best steaks around.
Really?
So go check it out, and if you do like sushi, even better yet.
There's a lot of it there.
Really?
Number 30, trying to turn the corner, and does, and finally brought down from behind by Jamonte McCary.
Almost 20 yards, run out of bounds by number 19 for the Tigers, Jamonte McCary.
And the Cougars moving the football again.
Brings up first down and 10 for Central Noble. Ball on the 31-yard line.
So first and 10, Central Noble up by 30 with 9:45 to go. And 30 on the carry again. That's McDonald. So getting some new backs out onto the field. Allwine still behind center.
Tigers number 34, Everett Johnson.
And, of course, one more time, Double D Home Improvement is our Angel sponsor here for the Bluffton game. If you're ready to turn your house into the home of your dreams, call Dave Brinman with Double D Home Improvement. Dave has 17 years experience and is ready to work with you on your individual project needs, budget, and schedule. Give Dave a call, 824-8593, 824-8593. I think Dave's been working on my house for just about 17 years. I must have hired him right from flag on the play.
Nathan McDonald on the carry for the Central Noble. We do have multiple flags on the play.
The camera get moved again.
Yeah, our ever-moving camera tonight. I can't even.
Do I need to move it?
Yeah, I think we need to move the camera now. All right, now I gotta. All right, okay. So
we got holding on the white, ball foul, unsportsmanlike on black. So do them both.
Do them both.
Okay, we've got a holding call on Central Noble, a personal foul against Bluffton. They're going to, quote, do them both. And so they get to walk them both off.
Why not just go forward 5?
Because you over-explained.
Okay, well, simple math would say that's 5-yard pickup.
Second down for Central Noble.
Second down and about 2.5.
27-yard line.
I don't think so.
Correction, that's 24-yard line.
And 30 looks like he'll pick up the first down. McDonald on another carry.
Up close to the first down.
I'm not sure number 33 from Central Noble's in there. Doing a little messing with the Tigers' defense and then walking back with his hands up like he didn't do anything. But he's definitely trying to get under their skin.
Yeah, he sure is.
Central Noble ball on the 21-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Cougars. McDonald again, and Tigers will stop them after a short gain of about 3 yards.
For Central Noble, gain of 3 yards on the play. Tackle on the play by the Tigers. Number 28, Adam Bumgardner.
Bumgardner in on the tackle for the Tigers.
Be 2nd down and 7 for Central Noble. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Not gotten another update from the New Haven Dwenger game. Let's see if I can't coax one out of them here. McDonald stopped short of the 15.
On the carry for Central Noble, gain of 3 yards on the play. Tackle on the play by Tigers number 52, Jaden Stepp.
Going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
For Central Noble.
Clock continues to roll. Under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. McDonald bounced around, and he is going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and a couple.
Gain of a couple yards. Tackle on the play by the Tigers number.
You guys are awfully quiet over there.
We don't have much to talk about.
4th down and 2 for Central Noble. Ball on the 14-yard line.
There is there's a girls' scrimmage basketball game tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Bluffton girls will host the Norwell Lady Knights.
I think it's about time for me to put a camera ad out in the paper.
This is Marcus's official. Don't make me run the camera at the basketball game, please.
You don't like following basketball?
I think it'll be a lot difficult than it is football.
We have a final of the New Haven Dwenger game. Bishop Dwenger comes away with a 13-6 win over New Haven. So the New Haven season comes to a close. Bishop Lors was big against Norwell earlier. I've not gotten another update from that game. Tigers with the football after they turned back the Cougars. Tigers pick up a couple. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Got a couple disagreements up top, sounds like.
Handoff inside. And easily the biggest offensive play of the night by Lockwood. And
great run. I tell you what, Brandon's electrifying in open field.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, and this is going to be a pretty big disappointment for Brandon. His last game of really a fabulous Bluffton Tiger career.
Very.
A fabulous season. Had a huge game last week. And, he came ready to play tonight and just faced a Central Noble defensive line tonight that's just played very, very well.
Tackle by Central Noble's number 66.
But it's good to see him break one run loose tonight.
And we still got 4 minutes left, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did another
he'll
one.
Get a few more.
Yes.
So
I think the blunt of the carries will go to him. So
2nd down and 10. And King chased, throws it downfield, and just off the hands of Huffer.
Nick Huffer falls incomplete. Coverage on the play by Central.
Well, that was a great thrown ball by Gavin King there. Being able to escape the pocket, make a miss.
A 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Just missed by Huffer there. We got a couple seniors actually on the team.
Yeah, why don't you talk about them a little bit? You're pretty familiar with these guys, Marcus.
Well, Nick Huffer, we got he's a great receiver. Worked hard as a sophomore. As a junior. Oh, sorry about that. As a sophomore, I was a senior. He got the opportunity to start at wide receiver, and he did an excellent job. So he's a hard worker, just as the guy who just ran the ball. Adam, I can't speak enough about Adam Bumgarner, who came in as a freshman willing to work, and he worked so hard, and I'm so proud of him. Colton Moore, same way. He's just a versatile football player. There's not much you can't put him on the field and ask him not and do, and he can get it done. So we also got Reed Winger, who is just a hard worker, man. It's like Coach said earlier in the season, probably one of the toughest corners in the conference. So as far as I know, those are the guys, but there's a couple more.
Well, you got a couple linemen.
Oh, yes.
Noah Frederick, Jaden Stepp.
Yep. All guys who were asked to go out of their comfort zone and do things that they weren't comfortable with, and adapted to it and turn themselves into good football players, good teammates, and good young men as well. So.
Brandon Lockwood with another big run. Things that we have seen Brandon do so many times this year, and Kaiser on the end around. And it's just unfortunate that Brandon wasn't able to get out in some open field earlier in the football game and be able to show what he's capable of doing. But
still a fantastic season.
All credit to Central Noble for keeping him contained. But you're right, a great season. I mean, some 200-yard-plus games this year.
A couple times at half where he had over 100 yards.
Easily over 100 several times at halftime.
He was a lot of fun to watch.
Yes. And if he ever gets the opportunity to play college football and go to the next level, I would love to see him play, and he would be a great football player too.
Well, Tigers are going to get called for a delay of game here. Well, it's been one of those seasons where so many things have gone right. So many things to be proud of.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of a re-energized community around Bluffton football. And while tonight's going to be disappointing, collectively it's a season that we can feel pretty good about.
And you got to be excited for what's coming up. So still a lot of young talent. You get your starting quarterback back in Gavin King next year. We saw Everett show so many glimpses of just being a good running back, so it's going to be exciting. And I'm sure Coach is up for the challenge like he always is.
So clock running, coming down to the 140 mark.
Looks like they're going to throw it here.
4th and about 13. And looking downfield, has a man, but knocked away. Just kind of hung up in the air just a little bit too long. Looking for Lockwood downfield, and Tigers will turn it over on downs. And Coach is going to empty his bench, get some guys out on the field who hasn't seen the turf tonight. And the Cougars
Central Noble will take over on downs, 1st and 10, ball in the 46.
Can just kind of run this thing out. 54-14. Very, very impressive Cougar squad tonight. Really dominated the line of scrimmage. Backs running hard, breaking tackles. And I'm kind of really looking forward to this matchup, this Woodland Central Noble matchup. I think it's going to be a much different contest than maybe a lot of people might think. So we'll take a knee. Have to get one more play off and things will get wrapped up here, and we will talk to Coach one last time.
Yes.
As the seniors kind of realizing this is the last time they will strap on a Bluffton Tiger football helmet.
And it's definitely a sad moment. All the work you put in the offseason, the relationships you develop with the guys you play with, they become brothers, and that's what it's about. It's always been brotherhood for Tiger football. So.
And just to kind of leverage off of that, I mean, Coach has talked about family and what that means. And I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk about that a little bit with Coach here as we wrap up the regular season. Great night for the Central Noble Cougars. 54-14 is your final, and they will move on. And we are assuming that they will take on the Woodland Warriors. Again, Norwell, I have not gotten a final score of the Norwell game, but they were down by several scores earlier. Dwenger has knocked off New Haven tonight, and the Tigers will fall tonight to the Central Noble Cougars. And congratulations to them. A nice crowd out there for them. Made the trip down, and they will move on. So we will take a break, thank a few sponsors, and come back with some final comments and hopefully the last chance to talk to Coach here in this football season. We'll be back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light, any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Menzer, Sim Kipper, Marcus Morgan on our final call of the Bluffton Tigers football season. They will finish 5-6 this year as they advance to the second round of sectionals before running into a very good Central Noble squad, falling tonight 54-14. And as always, it is time to pick the WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one myself tonight.
Let's see if you pick who I would have picked.
Everett Johnson tonight is going to be your WellsCountyVoice.com player. It would have been easy to go with the senior take, given the last season.
I think Everett deserves
but I think we need to look forward into next year, so I think it's perfectly appropriate to pick one of the underclassmen, and Everett Johnson tonight with a big run tonight. I think probably the longest run of the evening, scoring the second touchdown of tonight. Also had a fumble recovery. So Everett Johnson is your WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. But as Marcus started to talk about, a lot of stories here this year, and obviously a lot of them courtesy of our seniors, and certainly headed by Brandon Lockwood. I don't know what his final run totals were for the year, and he added a little bit tonight, but probably certainly not as many as he wanted to. But we're talking about a Bluffton kid who has had 4 years of varsity football, has produced every year, regardless of whether he's a freshman or a senior. And prior to this year, ran behind some pretty good backs.
Yep.
But this year was his year, and he stepped up, and he had a heck of a season.
Yes.
He had runs that, for us were just kind of jaw-dropping runs.
Exactly.
And I certainly expected to see a lot more of them tonight, and it didn't happen. And that's the credit to that goes to Central Noble. But Brandon Lockwood, one of those seniors. Adam Bumgardner, Marcus, you talked about Adam so many times. I mean, kind of that second threat out of the backfield. Did a number of great things defensively as well. Colton Moore came on at, the third, fourth week of the year.
Fourth week, yeah.
And really kind of turned this team into a different football team when he stepped out on the field. Just the energy he brought from both sides of the football. You go back to last week. Last week, Gavin was nicked up coming out of the final game of the season. Just got cleared due to concussion protocol. So Gavin got the bulk of the snaps for practice that week. So they gave him the start, and he had a great game. And he was really one of the reasons why the Tigers were able to knock off a pretty good Bremen squad and advance to this game. And I don't know, you've talked about some of these other guys, but, I mean, these are guys that you've played with and you've grown to know, and it's been a pretty cool year watching these seniors.
To watch them. You talk about Brandon, and sometimes it just doesn't pan out how he usually plays his past games, but you go back to me being a freshman and seeing a kid like Brandon out on the practice field out here with weights strapped to his body, and he's running. So he's been a hard worker ever since I've known him, at least, and that was back in 7th and 8th grade, and he's just put in the work, and it shows and it shows and it shows, and he's a good kid, a great leader, and he should be proud of the season that he had. Nothing short of spectacular. So, and these other guys, the other seniors, like you said, Colton Moore, I've grown to know him. He's a good friend of mine. He's a great kid, great leader, and I think that he'd be – baseball's coming up for him. So
Yep, big baseball.
Yep, big baseball guy, and I'm excited to watch him play, and I really hope Brandon gets another opportunity going forward playing football, and talk about the other guys like Adam Bumgardner, who he, as a freshman, asked questions, learned the game, and he's just played very hard. And there's so many guys you can talk about, but as a collective group, those are good guys.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of there's a lot of seniors on this squad. Some of the seniors on the squad don't get a lot of time on the field, but you know that they're participating. They're contributing to the team on the practice field, even though they're not getting a lot of reps. Jamonte McCary is another senior that we haven't really talked about, but he's had some really nice games, especially in the backfield. Has contributed on special teams.
Defensively, he did really well this year.
Yep. Talk about Everett, Evan Kitt, I'm sorry. Evan Kitt, who I believe is a senior as well.
No, I think he's a junior.
He's a junior. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yep. So,
some of the linemen, Jaden Stebb, Noah Frederick, how many times have we talked about how well our offensive line has played? How many times have our defensive line come up with big plays? Last week was another great example of the defense really stepping up.
So that'll be a big thing for next year. They're going to lose a majority of their starting offense and defensive linemen, so it's going to be a little bit of a building year moving forward.
And you know how tough that is when you've got to turn over an offensive line. So one of the things, and again, Marcus, you can probably talk to this a little bit. I mean, Coach came in with this idea of family, kind of the acronym of forget about me, I love you, and just, kind of embracing the attitude that you're here for one another, you're backing up one another. And I think that has really played out this year.
I agree. Coach, he loves his X's and O's, but I think he's more of a player's coach. He wants to get with you on a life standpoint and figure out how your life is going, and sometimes for him it's more than just football. He's a loving guy, very caring, and just a great head coach.
And you know what he's going to come up here and say tonight, right? He's going to say this loss is on me.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
Wins are about the players, losses are about the coaching
and that's
staff.
A selfless and very selfless.
And he will carry the responsibility for this game on his shoulders, but he's got a lot to be proud of as well.
He does. He's coached a good year this year. I mean, they've won some good games. They've lost some tough games, but all in all, I mean, I think the guys played very well this year.
And he has talked so many times about, hey, going into the season, this Bluffton squad, the predictors said they were going to be the bottom of the conference. Obviously, they weren't. They beat a good Bremen squad. Nobody expected them to come out of that game against Bremen with a double-digit win last week. And so you win a sectional game, win 5 games this year, and that's a great turnaround.
That's a great turnaround. And we talked about, you and Sim said, next year they will be in rebuilding mode. Well, that's what they were this year as well.
Right.
So when you think about that, like it's you're rebuilding, but it's not that big of a problem in terms of I know where my guys stand and I know where I can get them and I know I can get them to play together, and as that acronym says, as a family and as a brotherhood. And I think that's very important, and I think he should be on his way up here. Scott, you might want to watch your water because he's going after that one.
He's going after this hasn't been open yet. I'll just go ahead and open it for him. Just have it ready for him so he can.
Did he drink your water?
Yeah, he drank my water last week, which is totally cool, Coach. I mean, I would never deny Coach.
Yeah. After all this screaming on the sideline, I think he deserves it. So.
And one of the things about the family thing is I noticed just walking around Street Fair, there were people wearing T-shirts, not football players, just students, friends and families wearing T-shirts talking about, with the family on the back of the T-shirts, which I thought was pretty cool. So Coach has made his way up. Hey, I opened a bottle of water for you, Coach, just in case you needed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Coach, certainly the score tonight's not what you were looking for, but I think the progress this program has made this year is exactly what you were looking for. But let's, before we get too far into the X and O's tonight, let's just talk about the seniors and what they mean to you personally and what they mean to this program.
Well, it's my first senior group here. This is rough, man. And they had a decision early on. When I got the job in February, were they going to buy in or are they going to be done? And we've had bumps along the way, but change is hard. Discipline is hard. It's not fun. But they bought in. And you see, we were picked to finish dead last in our league. I don't think anybody had us down for 5 games winning, much less playing in the second round of the sectional. So that's a credit to them. That's a credit to their leadership. I just wish we could have got them one more. So,
Brandon, tonight, I know this comes at the end of a long career for him. 4 years of football. He's contributed on the field every year of those 4 years.
Yep.
And just had a year that a lot of guys would die for.
Yeah. We fed him the ball, didn't we? So I think he was 75 or so odd yards short of breaking the single season rushing record, and I don't think we were able to get him that tonight. So that's disappointing. But he's been a 4-year player, 4-year starter, and I've coached him in track for 4 years. I coached him his freshman year of football, and he's got talent. There's going to be a small college if he wants to play that'll take a chance on a kid like that, and you're going to get a heck of a player. So, he's been our guy all year. Central Noble knew that. They did a good job of shutting us down, and they outcoached us tonight. They outplayed us tonight. They out-physicaled us, and it starts right here. So no one's going to take this rougher than me. So we got a long off season. We got to figure some things out.
Talk a little bit about the culture that you wanted to bring to this squad, and kind of how has that met your expectations this year?
Yeah, not that I don't ever want to say anything bad about the way things have been, but change needed to happen. And we want to, our family culture. Forget about me, I love you, and trying to get rid of selfishness and trying to get rid of guys who think it's about them and not about the team. And we've come a long way in doing that's hard to do. If you're used to things going a certain way, you're used to getting your touches here and there, and then all of a sudden a new coach comes in and you don't get them, and then some guy like Jaden Stepp played fullback 3 years, and I said, we need you to play guard, because I don't have a fullback in the offense. And he stepped up and did it. And I thought he had a a great year up front for us. You know, we don't rush for 2,500, 2,600 yards as a team if he doesn't play guard for us. So it's things like that where you get kids to kind of buy into the team, and it's about the team, and it's about forgetting about the things that I want and doing what's best for other people. So that's what we're trying to create here. It's going to take time. This is year one. You know, we'll reflect on year one when we, you know, get out of this game, obviously. But I'm happy. I'm proud with those guys. You know, if I told you at the beginning of the year we'd be 5-6, playing in the second round, one, you would have probably looked at me funny, and two, you would have said, "Yeah, sign us up." You know, and I think that's what we want to be the new normal. You know, we want to get that winning season since first one since 2004. You know, it'll be 14 years next year. It'll be 30 years since the sectional, and that's our goal, and that's what we want to do.
You know, one of the stories you talked about early on, which I thought, you know, kind of spoke to kind of a new attitude towards the Bluffton football team, was your call to Gavin. You know, it was, "Hey, I need you. Come play football for me." Right. And he did, you know, and he came out, and he's done a lot of really great things this year.
You know, 900 some odd yards passing. He had 200-300 on the ground, so he had 1,000 yards of offense. And he's going to get better. You know, he's going to have a full off season now. You know, kind of knowing he's the guy. But there's 10, 12, 13, 20 other kids in the school who are walking the halls who maybe they're the difference in a sectional game. Mm-hmm. You know, there's an 8th grade class that had 20 some odd guys on the team. I need to recruit those kids.
But I think that's exactly the point, Coach, right? I mean, I think now kids, when they get that call from you or they get tapped on the shoulder in the hallway, they can look back on this season and go, "Hey, this program has had success. I can be a part of that. Right. I can be part of the family."
Nobody wants to come out here and get their doors blown off by 50. I mean, you're not going to get kids to play. You know, the reality is, you know, you need the kids to win the games, but you got to win the games to get the kids. Right. You know, but I'm gonna sell the programming. I'll be at basketball games. I'll be at track meets. I'll be at anything I can be at, and I'll be having Bluffton football stuff. I'll be at middle school events. Like, I want this to be where the best athletes in the school see that this is something they want to be a part of. And it's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight, but, you know, 5-6 record, you know, competing for a sectional, you know, I think we're trending in the right way. So
I agree.
Guys, other thoughts or comments?
I just, you know, I want to congratulate you, Coach, on what I consider a pretty good year. I mean, the kids have played well all year. They've won some good games. Yeah. Like I said earlier, they've lost some tough games. Right. You know, but you're going to have that.
You look at the six teams that beat us. The worst record out of the bunch was 7-2.
Yeah, there were some good football teams.
So, I mean, and that's not going to change with our schedule. I mean, our schedule is our schedule, you know. So, you know, we gotta try to get better. You know, that's what I want to be. I want to be a 7-2 team. You know, going into the playoffs. So, and that's what we're going to push for. That's our goal. You know, it's hard to sit here after this and try to spin too many positives, but we're at year one of a process, and I think we're okay.
Coach, I don't think you need to spin positives. I think there legitimately are positives.
I know.
You looked at the games this year, you know, this one the weather didn't cooperate, but on a normal football game, these stands were packed, you know, on the home game. So the community's buying into what you've got going on.
And that's the big thing. Like, I want this to be fun again. I want this to be something where every Friday night, like, this is where people are, you know, and we're getting there, you know. We'll get the booster club to paint cowbells or something. You know what I mean? So, but we got to do our part. You know, we got to do our part, you know, and next year, you know, it's going to be harder because now people there's some expectation now.
Sure.
You know, teams were playing, you know, we probably stole a win or two this year because teams we were playing didn't take us seriously because they're playing Bluffton. Well, those days are done.
But that's where you want to be.
Right?
It's
exactly where we want to be. It's just going to be harder. And our guys got to know that. And, you know, our junior class, now seniors, right? They're a bunch of hard-nosed kids who want to win, who want to be good. And, you know, it's their team now. You know, it's their program now. You know, my job is to set culture and vision. It's players' job to buy in and carry it out. And, you know, we're going to keep striving to do that.
Marcus, I know this has been kind of a fun year for me to have you on this broadcast team. But I know you've got some history here with Coach, and I'm sure you've got some things you want to tell him.
Oh, well, it all goes back for me. I believe in the summer when the scrimmages were happening. I'm being forced by Coach on the sideline to run me, Trejola, and Matt to run the chain gang, and we just looked at each other, us three, and we said, it's different around here.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a lot different from when we played, and I love it. I love it that Coach is changing things, and he's the right man to do it, and it's exciting to watch, and I'm going to keep supporting and watching. So.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Well, Coach, you talk about looking forward tonight. You know, Everett Johnson gives you a touchdown tonight, big run. Blake Kaiser hauls in a pass tonight.
Sure.
I mean, some of the guys that I know you'll be looking forward to next year to be leaders of this squad.
Yeah, and like I said, our junior class, you know, they do a lot of great things for us. There's a lot of talent there. But the key is, you know, you're going to replace a 1,500-yard running back. You're going to replace, you know, 2 wide receivers. You got to replace the right side of the offensive line. You got to replace big players on defense. But, you know, there's going to be positions there. And I don't care if you're freshman. I don't care if you're a senior. I don't care what your last name is. If you show up here and you want to work hard and you want to be a part of our program and our culture, then the best kids will play. I mean, Caden Gerber was a freshman, started the first 3 games of the year.
Yep.
So pieces are coming. You know, it's just going to be a matter of, you know, do we want to put the work in to get to where we want to be, you know. Central Noble returned 22 starters from last year's team. 22 starters.
That's amazing.
We're not going to have that, but we've got a good core coming back. You know, the key is going to be those soon-to-be juniors, soon-to-be sophomores, soon-to-be freshmen. Do they want to buy in and pay the price and do the things they have to do to get themselves on the field?
So, Coach, after seeing this Central Noble squad, how do you think they stack up against a Woodland squad next week?
They're nasty. I mean, I'm going to be politically correct. Officiating crew better be on their game next week, just from that standpoint. I mean, they're tough. They're mean. And they hit us in the mouth. And to beat Woodland, that's what you have to do, because Woodland's going to have speed and size over anybody they play. But if you come out and smack them in the mouth like they did to us tonight, it's going to be a game. You know, I'm going to pull for ACAC. You know, Coach Haydock's been very complimentary of us, you know, when I've talked to him and those kind of things. So I'm pulling for Woodland, but it's going to be closer than I think people around the state will think. Central Noble's a good team, and they'd bring it to you. So I think Woodland's speed at the end of the day, though, is probably going to be the difference.
Well, Coach, on a personal level, I want to thank you for coming up and talking to us every week.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, that means a lot to us, and I know it takes time out of your night to do that. And I just want to thank you for allowing us to bring your product to the community.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's great what you guys do. I'm glad that we were able to figure out and get us on the air the last 2 weeks. You know, it's only going to do a good job in the future of kind of selling what we want to do. You know, maybe it's not so good when sectional rolls around because Bremen watched all of our games, but might need to figure out how to archive them for the sectional.
You beat Bremen, Coach.
I know, but the coach came up to me and said, "Hey, what do you think of your games being broadcast?" I go, "Well, I like it until you watch them all." He goes, "Yeah, we watch them all." So maybe we archive them, you know, week 9.
But you beat Bremen.
I know, but just, you know, in the future. I appreciate it.
So what you're saying is we have to hide the
That's
archives.
what I'm saying. Archive, like, block them out or show them like 2 years ago film. And,
okay, you know, we would be able to do that. We'd throw some old film up there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
all right. I hear you.
No, but I appreciate what you guys have done. You know, we are bringing excitement back to Bluffton football. That's apparent. This was year 1, you know, and we're only going to get hopefully better from here. You know, I got to get a lot better with some things. You learn a lot of things first time through as a head coach. You know, I've sat in the assistant spot for 14 years. I've done that. Now I was the one calling the shots, and there's a lot of things I'll do different, but our core values are going to stay the same. So.
What has been the one thing that has surprised you most this year?
Wow. That's a good question. How hard it is. It's hard. It's hard.
And what is it that is hard?
Every play you're on the edge of your seat. Like, is this going to work? Is this going to, and there's decisions that you make. It's easy when you're an assistant. Yeah, go for it. But when you're the guy calling it, it's different. I've given up some time at home, which we kind of expected. I do need to say this. It's my daughter Cora's birthday, her 8th birthday today.
All right. Well, congratulations to her.
So
Happy birthday to Cora.
She stuck it out. She was the last kid. The other 3 Kunkel kids didn't make it, but she did. So happy birthday to Cora. I'll play this for her tomorrow. But the time and things like that. But in a good thing, like the thing I've been most surprised about this year is just the level of support that we have had. I'll never forget this. Game 1, we played Northfield, and we get beat 30-42. And I turn around, and our fans are giving us a standing ovation. And I turned to Morgan, and I said, you better take a picture of this, because I don't think this will ever happen again. We're getting a standing ovation for losing a game. But what that just told me is that people in this community are hungry for success, and they could see what we were doing, and they know that it's different. And like you said, you come to the home games, and the stands are packed, and people are screaming and yelling, and it's all positive. It's all driven in the right way. So if we can get everybody pulling in the right direction, in the same direction, like, we can have what other schools in the county have had. We can have what Norwell's had. We can have what Southern Wells has had. Like, that's what I want. That's what we want here. It just takes time, like I said.
Well, Coach, as always, thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
And guys, that's going to do it. I mean, we have wrapped up the football season here today, and we went 11 weeks, and that's pretty cool.
Yep, absolutely. And it's went fast this year.
And now we turn the page and we go indoors. And Marcus continues to look for a camera person.
Oh, yes. I'm putting ads out in the paper, so if anybody's interested.
Well, Marcus, again, thank you for joining us this year.
It's been a pleasure. I appreciate
on the team.
You guys.
And we have put Marcus through a little bit, throwing him on top of some press boxes and into some stands. And tonight he got to learn to use a squeegee.
Yeah.
So a new skill. A new skill.
I think I was doing it backwards, and he was like, I think you should turn it around a little bit. So, yes, it was great.
Well, we appreciate everything that you brought to us this year.
I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity.
And it's been fun.
Yes.
And thank you.
Hey, no problem.
And 54-14. No one's going to like the score tonight, but that's okay. It's all good. Thank you for joining us tonight here on WellsCountyVoice.com. I'm Scott Menser, SimKit for Marcus Morgan on the call. We also want to give a shout-out to Scott Baker, who chipped in a couple games, and David Reif, who filled in relief up on top of on the press box for us. So thank you to those guys for helping out. That's going to do it. Have a great night.